Hey, oh, you scared me, you scared me. Oh, wait, I shouldn't point that at you, right? It could go off. Today I have some sticky hot fun for you. Wait a minute, that didn't come out quite right, did it? I have a new spell for you, right? And I've teamed up with Chance's Spellbook to bring you a new spell called Molten Glue. And you can never guess where that was inspired from, right? So Chance has done a little animation for us, and it shows the details of the spell and how you use it. And that's really cool. But what I'm going to do after the presentation is I'm going to show you actually how to craft that molten glue for your game. So stick around for the whole video, and we'll present the spell, and I'll show you how to craft it.
Thank you.
Hello, adventurers of all shapes and sizes. My name is Chance. I run a YouTube channel called Chance's Spellbook, where I break down spells, feats, and various other components of 5e in a nice, easy to understand animated format. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a homebrew spell called Molten Glue. This level 2 spell is created by the one, the only, our lovely host for this fantastic video, DM Scotty over at the DM's Craft. So if you're looking to spice up your game with some creative and inventive props, minis, and various other terrains, you're going to want to check out his channel. So thank you so much, DM Scotty, for letting me do this video for you. It means a lot. In any case, let's move on to the mechanics for Molten Glue. Your cast time is the standard one action. The range is 60 feet, but the actual effect takes place within a 10-foot radius. And the duration is 1 whole minute, and this is not concentration, so tons of added benefit there alone. The effect at a glance is as followed. Create a magical pool of red-hot glue. The pool is considered to be difficult terrain. When creatures enter the pool for the first time on their turn, they make a dexterity save. On a fail, taking 2d6 fire damage and half as much on a success. The components are the Holy Trinity: verbal, material, and somatic. Verbal meaning you have to speak forth an incantation. The material component in this case is the sweat of your brow, and the somatic component means you have to gesture with one hand. The school, unsurprisingly, is conjuration. Now let's move on to the full description to better understand the flavor and context behind this spell. Using the sweat of your brow, you will your raw creativity into a force to be trifled with. You summon a 10-foot radius pool of red-hot glue that is considered to be difficult terrain. When a creature enters into the pool for the first time on their turn, they make a dexterity save, taking 2d6 fire damage on a fail, or half as much on a success. I really love this spell, and I would certainly allow it in one of my games. There's not a whole lot of early level spells that can influence move speed and also serve a mechanical and control function. And this has the added benefit of dealing a little bit of damage on top of that, so I think it's a pretty solid choice for anyone who's interested in battlefield manipulation. And I kind of like the context behind it as well, so there is that. Now, let's move on to some alternative uses here to just better figure out exactly how to use this. Now, naturally, a lot of these are going to be up to your DM's discretion. This whole spell being homebrew is up to your DM's discretion to begin with, so be sure to be quite lenient with them if they allow you to use it. So the first most obvious use is to use this in choke points. Things like doors would be an ideal way to use this. Cast it behind a door, have a horde of enemies rush in and get stuck in your sticky mess, softening them up a little bit and just causing general chaos on their way to get to you on your party members, providing a great opportunity. Another great use would be using this to trap a lair, dungeon, labyrinth, or maze of some kind. This is a great trap spell, And when you factor in that it's not concentration and it just takes up a level 2 spell slot, there's nothing to stop you from casting this multiple times or even imbuing it into objects, symbols, stuff of that nature, especially if you're giving this to one of your NPCs or BBEGs. Honestly, I think it'll be a lot of fun. Alternatively, you could also use this to execute some elaborate plan where you need to slow enemies down in one spot, keep them distracted while you do something elsewhere, providing your team not just extra time to get away, but also whittle down your enemies just a little bit. This would be fantastic for dealing with trash mobs as well, enemies with quite low hit points and not necessarily high dex either. I think that would be a great use of this. Now, if you have any alternative uses, cool ideas, or comments about the spell, please put them down in the comment section beneath. I'm really curious to see what you guys have to say about it. I really like it personally. It might be a little bit too good for a level 2 spell, but by that same token, there are quite a few overwhelmingly good level 2 spells out there, so I think it fits really well into the category. In any case, I want to take a quick moment to thank our patrons, Marcos G. Guzman Jr., Reyna, Tanner Frazier, Kenny Garcia, Bruce T, Tato Seal, and Spider-Man and his amazing friends. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate the support. We also do the daily live streams from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Every once in a while, life will get in the way, but I always make sure to update the community section so everyone stays informed. And if you like that cool hand-drawn Dragonborn, and you do like your own hand-drawn D&D picture, please check out our Patreon to figure out exactly how to do that. I also want to thank DM Scotty once again over at the DM's Craft for letting me make this video for him. I really appreciate everything you do for the community, and I know everyone else listening does as well. You're an inspiration to all of us, and to be honest, you have saved my group quite a bit of money, so thanks for that as well. In any case, I hope you have a wonderful day, and as always, happy casting.
Alright, craft friends, we're going to make a 10-foot template, and that'll fit nicely in the little center there, right? Those 4 blocks, that'll be the 10-foot template. And I'm just going to use a piece of parchment paper, and this is so the hot glue won't stick, right? Now I got my glue gun ready, and we'll start building that template. So just kind of start in the center, work your way out, and you want to get a roughly circular template that fits in that area, that square area under the parchment paper. And just start building some glue up in there. And once I get that filled, I'm going to kind of drag in and out from the center, and that'll make it kind of look like a, squirt of glue. Is the idea here. A splorch of glue. Then we'll just let that get solid, dry up, harden up, cool down. Alright, now that it's dried up, it's kind of like flowed back together, so we're going to add a little more texture to it. So also there's a few areas that didn't quite fill in, so we'll go back a second time and fill those in. So I'm just going to kind of make a circle around the circle that I've already made and just drag glue back in. And give little squirts here and there where you need to fill in any that didn't quite fill in the first time. And see how we're getting that really nice texture. Like I said, we're trying to go for that splorch, squirt, plop look. So kind of hit and out from the center. Alright, that's looking good. We'll let her harden up and then we'll be ready for the next step. I love these metallics from Plaid. It's this fiery opal, and I'm going to use it for this template. So look at that color, isn't that neat? I don't want it to be like an overwhelming solid color. I kind of like the translucency of it, and that's what this gives me. It gives me kind of a, a golden red look, and I really like that. So we'll just let that dry up. The last and easiest part of this project is this parchment paper. It just pulls right off, right? And look at that. So great. You can do so many hot glue effects with this kind of stuff, and just perfect. Now let's set it up in some scenes and see what it looks like on the table. I hope you enjoyed this vid. Make sure you follow the link to Chance's D&D Spellbook.